Okay, I'm gonna put this on record. So just there's this guy, older guy. Yesterday, yesterday, I was kind of scared of him. He was kind of scared of me. I was scared of him, which means he was scared of me. But today it was good. But he put me as his wife. we were talking. We were talking, and I felt tinglish right here. I felt tinglish right here. Right? I couldn't understand why it was tingling, right? And then I realized that I had to do a lot of thinking. Why he's obviously not homo, right? So what the hell is going on, right? So I did a lot of thinking. So what he likes me, he likes me as like like same as his wife. So he's talking to me, and he's talking to me with the at the point. It's very hard to say this, but at a point when he has XYZ, and like that, right? That's how much I like you, like that, right? So he equals that feeling, post feeling, with my meeting relationship. So I was like, he's not homo, but what? He's he smokes like three packs a day. So I don't know. So like he's really tough, real tough guy. So I couldn't understand why he was doing that, right? But then I realized, you know, he got he with his mind he put me as his wife. I like you as much as my wife, but not after XYZ that much. I like you, right, like that. So I figured that out, and when I was in the subway, I realized that probably there's a lot of you when I look at a girl, I look at the girl's shoes, I look at the girl's leg, I look at the hip with clothes on, right? I look at the hip. I don't go inside the clothing. I look at the outside of the clothing, right? And I look at the shoes. It's the style of the shoes. I look at the hair, right? I don't go beyond that, right? But why do I get this feeling, right? Like I get like that type of ESP, right? So there's people when they look at the other person, female or male, they think about that, right? They think about that like that, like that, right? So so it spreads out like disease. Man, I could only say it that much. I don't want to say in detail because it's really bad. It's really bad, really bad. So why what's the difference between myself and the CSP I'm getting, right? So I'm looking at the girl, and when I look at the girl, I look at the girl's shoes. How the shoes worn. You could tell a person by how the shoes is worn. Like it wears out. How it's kind of wrinkly, old, antique. You could tell a person what kind of person it is by the shoes. But I think there's people actually go inside the pants and do a lot of imagination, and they give off that ESP image. I think that's what's wrong. What's wrong? It's really bad. It's like really bad, like OG, like really bad type of images. But some people do it without knowing. Some people do it purposely. Some people look at the girl, maybe they undress the girl and do crazy stuff with their mind. Uh, so I was thinking I was going home with a guy that has worked a month, right? And I'm walking next to him, and he's like he's giving me a message to touch his ass, right? So why is this guy telling me to touch his ass, right? So I couldn't understand why he's telling me to touch his ass. So I'm just thinking, I like you. I wish you touch me. You touch me, right? Like that, right? Right? Not, but his mind is like strange, or crisscrossed. So he's telling me to touch his ass, right? So, but if I touch his ass, he's gonna get mad. Obviously, right? He's a tough guy too. So when I was talking to him, I kind of like oh yeah, you got good big shoulder, like that, right? But I think that's what he wanted, but not grab my ass, touch my ass, right? But kind of touch me here, like like you're a good guy, like that, right? Pet him, good guy, like that, right? So it's that messed up. The ESPs all messed up because minds are clogged with the type of perversion, the type of strange ESP. Right? So I said, oh, you're a good guy, you're a big guy, man, oh, like that, and I think that's what he wanted, right? So I did it, but hold on, I just want to put that on record, and no, when I was walking back, uh, I found a pack of cigarettes, right? Pack of cigarettes, and I just have it. It's just a habit. When I see a pack of cigarette, I just have to grab it to see if there's any cigarette inside. Right? It's just a habit. When I picked it up, as soon as I picked it up, I know there was a full pack by the weight, right? But I cannot keep it because the ESP, right? Because the ESP tells me it's not yours. It's not yours. Plus, I'm still in the apartment complex, and if I take a cigarette out and smoke it, I'm gonna be like that, right? Because of the ESP, right? Like that, right? So I gave it to, um, I gave it to my supervisor. Right? I said, oh, I found a pack of cigarette. You smoke it, right? Like that, right? So he could smoke it, or put it on lost found. You could do whatever you want. But if I took it, and if I took a cigarette, I'd be like this, because of the ESP, right? The ESP tells me it's not yours, and you know, what if you get caught? What if something happens, right? The ESP. So I'm sure nobody's using credit card. Nobody's like, maybe nobody's. I think you just can't do bad stuff with ESP, right? ESP tells you shouldn't do that. Plus, they were in the morning time. There were some blankets, so like good blankets, right? So I wanted to bring it home, but I couldn't. I couldn't go back to. I couldn't go back down to my sleeping area to keep it until I come home. So I wanted to take it when I go home, but or take it to the sleeping area and give it to my coworkers because they you need a blanket, right? Then I realized these people are rich. These people they work with me. They're rich. I mean, I don't mind using used blanket as long as it's clean, right? It's washed. But I think these guys, if I give it to them, I think they'll get kind of like, why is he giving me a used blanket? What's wrong with them, right? So I couldn't take it down, or I couldn't bring it home. Um, You know, they're all rich. If I give them a used blanket, oh, I found it next to the trash. It's clean here. They'd be like, what's wrong with this guy, right? Because they're all rich. They're all, well off. They're just working there. So you cannot do something that's no out of normal or out of ordinary. You have to always do, follow the same path, right? I said, use the credit card. They can't use the credit card. It's going the ESP will say, oh, you're gonna use a credit card and you're not gonna pay for it. That's bad, and they probably can't use a credit card. So the ESP, you have to always be on the right, walk straight path. And there was another thing, another thing I was thinking. Yeah, I think American people acted crazy. We could act crazy too. Like, I think that's what's happening. Like Chinese people, especially the middle, around middle or above, they never do anything wrong, right? So American people, think we're losers. They think that we can go fuck it. So like they're like that's what they're doing, like fuck it, right? Kind of Chinese people are like always walk on the right path, right? Always walk on the stone, on the river, on the stream, right? Like that, right? Never miss a step. So this is like opposite. We could do fuck it. We could do wild, right? Chinese people translate wild. What they call it? Wild, right? He's crazy. He's wild, right? So I think that's what they're doing. Maybe that's why everybody's too not able to do anything. Right? Not because they're losers. Well, you cannot do anything because you're a loser. But we cannot do anything because of ESP. But we could do it. The opposite, right? But I think that's the point. I said it kind of complex. I said it kind of like a code because it's kind of embarrassing to talk about these stuff. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about my friends. They're my friends, right? So yeah, like just that those people that I work with, they're like really high officers, right? High officers in the Chinese army, right? And you know, yeah, they're just working there, there's this one guy. He's really a high officer. I think he might be the highest officer there, right? And he's like, he just came in like a week ago, and he's like, after I got up, I had to run up because I was late. I wanted to go fast so that I could relieve the other person to go to sleep, right? So I wanted to go fast, and like he got up like a minute late, and I ran out of the door. I pushed the elevator. When the door was closing, I heard his steps. So I held the elevator, and he came in, and it was like I'm so dirty, and disloyal and dirty. Like he probably think, yeah, this guy, he wait for me. This guy wait for me, and hold the elevator, but I'm bullshitting. Like I'm bullshitting to him. Well, he could say that because he's, I think, the highest person, right? Other people, I'm just following orders. I'm just following orders. I'm doing, what's handed to them, or what we should do, right? But the new guy that came in, he's like, probably he's a decision maker, right? And he's like, he could probably decide yes or no, or call and like, why, what's the hell is this? Like, he probably has the power, right? And he thought to himself, I'm a liar, I'm a bullshitter, right? Like that. He could think like that because he has he has the top position, right? Everybody below him, they're like, "Ooh, I gotta do, what the the group says, what the group says." So they don't. So he's the only one that says, "Oh, I'm a bullshitter. I'm um not clean. I'm not clean." So for example, I have 5 star, right? I could say, "Oh, I'm a bullshitter." But if I have 1 star, well, I'm only, I agree with the 5 star, so I'm going along with the 5 star if I'm 1 star. But if you're 5 star, you have to, you cannot. There's nobody above you to say I'm following orders, right? He has decision for himself, right? I realize I'm 50 years old. I'm 50. These guys are 55, 60 years old. They're only 10 years older than me. They're 60. They're grandfathers. Only 10 years old. They're 60, 65, 55, 60, 60, 65. I'm 50, right?